Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to IPW versus CZW Extreme Measures 2018 from the prestigious Clapham Grand in London. Your opening contest is set for one fall and is for the CZW World Championship.
Thank you very much, Ricky. What a show we have got lined up, and what a way to kick things off with the CZW World title.
And introducing the champion.
Very good chance of capturing the gold. But he's got quite the champion to attempt to dethrone.
I'm not going to go on a limb and say that MJF is braggadocious, but this man really does believe he is the future of wrestling. Look, the point right now, Dean, we're at, he is the CZW World Champion, so he has the gold to prove it.
And he's better than you.
From Lakeview, New York, he is the 2-year veteran and your current reigning, defending CZW World Champion. He is better than you, Maxwell Jacob Friedman.
Well, you just heard Chris Hart say that he's a 2-year veteran. He's only been in the business just over 2 years.
And he's got something to say.
So a scarf.
One champ, that's great. Ladies and gentlemen.
This is hostile territory.
I think Donald Trump will get a warmer welcome to the UK.
Ladies and gentlemen, just in case you're deaf, whoa, 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 whoa! Come on, whoa. Whoa! You don't start that right now.
Who wore it best?
Brooks.
Thank you, here we go. Some decorum, please. Come on. Hey, cut this shit, give him the scarf back. Stop it! Shut up!
Referee Ryan Snyder trying to get the scarf off Chris Brookes. No need.
Chris Brookes. No. Chris Brookes, I hope you're as athletic as you are tall, ugly, and gawky. Because if you're not, you don't have a shot tonight, all right, bud? Here's the deal. Ladies and gentlemen, just in case you're deaf, dumb, blind, stupid, or by the looks of it, really poor, my name is Maxwell Jacob Friedman, and I am the CZW World Champion. And Chris Brookes, I'm better than you, and you know it.
Good catch from Ryan Snyder on the mic.
Oh!
Well, you know something, Chris Brookes in my book is one of the most underrated singles wrestlers going. People know him for his tag team work in CCK. He is in fact a former CZW World Tag Team Champion with Kid Lycos in that team. But this man, last year or so, he had a fantastic match against Chris Hero, known as Cassius Ohno, of course. And this guy can hold his own with anyone. And I'll tell you something, if MJF is underestimating, oh, there's crowd interaction for you. If MJF is underestimating this man, then he may very well pay the ultimate price and lose that belt.
That's not just an excellent point, we'll springboard off that, and let's go back and reconsider exactly how long MJF has been CZW World Champion. It's literally a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
This is one of his first title defences. So for a person who's holding a World Championship for the first time in his career, only after 2 years, he shouldn't look past anybody, especially a man with a pedigree of a 10-year career like Chris Brookes.
But again, for a guy in his 2-year veteran, as he calls himself, to win the CZW World title, CZW is a well-established, respected promotion. It's not some fly-by-night local regional thing. This is a company that has been going for a long time, longer than IPW, in fact. So, for a guy to win a belt that quickly says something about the pedigree of this man.
I know, I agree with that. You mentioned Cassius Ohno. Of course, he's a former CZW World Champion. Along with people like Super Dragon, Dean Ambrose, John Zandy. So yes, it is a prestigious belt he's holding, but what I'm saying is he's only held it for a few weeks. He's acting very cocky for a man who's basically just won the title.
Immediately he's targeting that shoulder that Brooks has supported in all of his matches, and you know, it helps him, obviously helps Brooks to get through the matches, but also paints a big bullseye on that shoulder. Now obviously Friedman, MJF, this is the first time he's met Brooks in the ring, so that is a big clue for him, and that gives me an idea of how this guy got where he is by smart strategy.
And what's even more dangerous here for Chris Brookes is that he loves to go for that armbar. That Friedman special armbar, that Fujiwara armbar, that's how he likes to finish off his opponents.
Yeah.
So the fact that Brooks already has that target, the fact he's already zeroing on it, it's not good news for Chris Brookes.
Well, I managed to get a few words with MJF before the show. Not many, I hasten to add. He didn't really want to spend much time in my company, but one thing he did say, to me is that he is an arm specialist. He will work on those arms. As you say, Ricky, that Fujiwara armbar, the Friedman armbar special, he likes to put people away with. And we're seeing it right here. You know, it's like old adage, pick apart and work on it and stick to it. And that's exactly what MJF is doing here. And well, what a way to open the show with the CZW World title defense.
And to be fair, not only is it a great way to start, but it's only the first of 2 World Championship matches we've got still to come later on. Hellbent Mark Haskins is going to be defending his AEW World Championship against Joe Gacy.
As you can see on the screen there, if you're watching us live and want to tell us where you're watching from, then use the hashtag Extreme Measures. Tell us where you're watching, what you think of the show so far. And if you're not watching live, then thank you for joining us, and thanks for choosing to support IPW and CZW. We are, I believe, on IWN and High Spots and CZW Studios, so we're going all over the place.
We're international.
We are international, as is this contest. Oh, beautiful springboard cutter. And a brainbuster in the middle of the ring. This could be it, Ricky.
He's zeroing in on the World Championship with Chris Brookes. So close.
And I know we say it quite often, but that IPW logo is such a good target space for a wrestler, because you know you're slap bang in the middle of the ring. There's nowhere near the ropes for your opponent to go. So smart move from Brooks in trying to get the pinfall in that zone of the ring.
He's going for that neck breaker that he likes to go for, twisting off the rope, but unfortunately it got countered. MJF there trying to seize it. Uh-oh! Well, second time's the charm for Chris Brookes. Hits that neck breaker. CZW's World Champion is in real trouble here, Dean! No!
Brooks frustrated. And this is the mark of a veteran. If your plan A doesn't work, have you got a plan B, a plan C, a plan D even?
He's going straight for that plan A, he's going for that armbar.
Well, so far MJF's plan A is clearly to get those...
Package pole driver to the knee! And will cover only a 2 3/4. He's arguing with the crowd on what the count was. Should argue with the referee. He's going for a Fujiwara armbar.
He's going for that Friedman armbar special.
Oh, he's hooked it. Chris Brookes trying to resist.
Now Brooks,
he's on his knees, not on the the counter. Sorry, Dean.
Brooks, there we go. I was going to say Brooks, very tall, 6'6". He's a very tall man with very long legs, and therefore can reach out for those ropes from a number of vantage points in the ring, as demonstrated there.
That height is on display, Dean, but the damage I think has probably already been done. He's been zeroing in on that arm since the very get-go.
And you know, this is I would say a rookie mistake, but he's in his 3rd year now as a pro, but it is a sign of inexperience there, where you've got Friedman busy arguing with Brooks, arguing with the crowd. You look at a guy like Mark Haskins, the IPW World Champion, and the total focus he has.
Oh, he just spotted him!
Oh, man.
Well, that's the sort of thing we're normally used to seeing from Chris Brookes, to be fair.
I was going to say, it's...
The CZW World Championship has only ever changed hands once. Oh, no, he's going to put it in his ear!
We've seen this before from Chris Brookes.
Oh, that is a weird sense of justice of Chris Brookes!
The Greco-Roman Wet Willie. Well, a discus forearm. Just the 2 count though.
Straight back to that armbar, middle of the ring. Chris Brookes in real trouble. The CZW World Championship's only changed hands once outside of America, and that was in Birmingham back almost 16 years ago. If Chris Brookes is going to help to change that statistic, he better get to those ropes and he better get there quick.
And he does. Those long legs once again coming into the fore, and a smart move from MJF there. Every second of that 5 count that he could legally use, he made sure he clamped that Fujiwara armbar on. Oh, man.
Oh, my goodness gracious me. Chris Brookes' head trapped in that vice-like pile driver.
Used the torque of the ropes to his advantage. Now going for a cross arm breaker.
He's got an arm trapped. And that's all it took, Dean, just like that.
Here is your winner and still CZW World Champion, Maxwell Jacob Friedman.
Well, credit to the 2-year veteran. He had a game plan, and my goodness, he stuck to it, and it paid dividends.
It caught me off guard. He hooked in. I thought Chris Brookes was close enough to the ropes, wasn't close enough to the ropes, and that is why he's still CZW World Champion.